Hey guys, Suro and Disney here, and I bet you didn't expect to hear from me, especially this late, given the fact that it is almost midnight here on the East Coast. But a lot of the people joining me tonight for the podcast are West Coasters. So welcome to our Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood, yes, a Hollywood podcast. I thought I needed to do one sooner rather than later, and this is only the first of many. So on the panel today, we have two that have been on the normal podcast lately. That would be first, my good friend Tristan, HHN Fan 16.
Hello. Well, I know it's kind of crazy to just like spring a video on top of us the last second. Thanks a lot, Owen.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. But I'm excited to talk about some Horror Nights for sure.
For sure. Also joining us for regular podcast viewers is another person you know very well, and that is Alex Show Official. What's up, sir?
And I'm on the break of insanity to do the freaking cover.
What?
We'll talk about that.
We'll get into it, trust me.
Okay. I'm like,
but we are being invaded. The podcast is being invaded by an unknown entity that is very well known in the Halloween Horror Nights updating community. Representing the Horror Nights updaters, we have Vic, Dr. Emmett Brown 1.
What's up? Glad to be here.
And also representing HNU is Aaron.
What's up, babe?
yeah.
Or is that Alex? I don't know what his name is anymore.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Freaking epic.
Oh, going, this will eventually happen.
Yes. And we said it was going to happen, so if you had listened to the podcast, you would have known it was coming and to expect it.
Did Aaron even talk? Because I didn't even hear him, dude.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
He's so quiet.
I know.
Beautiful voice. It's like an angel.
Pun not intended. Now, so what we've got to talk about now is the fact that we are on the cusp of announcement season, and on both coasts we're about to start getting pelted with information, whether it is code words or whether it is concrete information and official reveals of mazes and houses on both coasts. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the thing that Alex mentioned, kind of mentioned at the beginning of his little spiel at the beginning, and it's the fact that we have a new cover art for the Twitter feed as well as the Facebook page.
No more Walking Dead. I'm just kidding.
But we still do not have anything new on the website yet, so we're going to do the panel the way we do here on the podcast. And Alex, you brought it up first, so Alex, have at it. Your opinion on the new cover art.
It's very much
There's
Jason.
a lot of details you have to look into this, and I've been examining this for a few hours now. There's a lot, like the red blood and the blue. There's also like this hand on a freaking wall, and Owen said that it'd be like a walker on the window. I'm not exactly sure. And there's like claw marks on a freaking door. Also, it looks like a classroom of some sort.
To be honest, like I get that feel of like a Silent Hill type of feel. For some reason, I get that feeling. I don't know why.
It's the barbed wire in the corner.
But it's not, obviously, but I just get that kind of like weird vibe. I guess you could say that. I mean, I don't know. I think it makes sense realistically, knowing how Hollywood promotes the crap out of The Walking Dead, that figure in the window in the back is most likely a walker. That would make sense, in my opinion.
It looks like it would be.
Let me check this out.
It would make sense.
And then
Aaron, your thoughts?
I'm split down the middle. I mean, it looked at a first glance, I feel like it can mean something, but at the same time, it just looks like a generic cover photo. just like the previous year when they had the Woods cover photo, and people were like, "Oh my God, Slenderman's in there," and I'm like, I don't know what you guys are saying.
Oh, that's awesome. But going kind of like...
It looks like a generic cover photo. The only thing that's throwing me off is the little kind of like blue tinted.
Yeah,
at the bottom.
Oh, shit.
Also, to me, it gets kind of the vibe of like Nightmare on Elm Street type of feel.
That's what I thought about from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it kind of has
definitely.
that feel, but I just don't know if that's the direction they're going. And I kind of agree. I'm kind of on the, the fence. Could this actually mean something, or is it just something like, I was going to call him Alex, Aaron. um, well, Aaron said, it could just be generic. Could just be like,
One
just
thing
just to make something new and just throw it out there, instead of
See,
just.
it looks generic to me, but I think Alex brings up a good point that there's a bunch of little subtle details that just don't fit in with the rest of the photo.
Right.
What's the claw
So
marks on the
I
door?
think little things
Oh,
as you pick up mean something to a property that could be featured at the event.
One thing which could result into Dark Christmas is the door, and there's a lot of claw marks on it too.
From the Krampus, maybe?
Really?
It
What
does.
the fuck? I didn't even see a door. I'm blind as a bat, dude. Let me see this.
There is a door in the top left-hand corner of the
Dude,
picture.
I didn't even see it.
Those don't look like claw marks, though. It just looks like chipping paint.
You and your thoughts there.
Ooh, so,
Yeah,
summer.
it might be that, but just like it seems too subtle. And last year we had Dark Christmas.
I'm trying to see what this thing looks
Could
like.
this
I didn't even
possible
see
be
it.
like a quick possible glance of what we're going to get out of your guys' commercial maybe this year?
I think so.
A school?
No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna, from what
Okay.
I've
Go
heard,
ahead.
we might be sharing commercials.
Where
I
did
don't
you guys
think it's
see
gonna
this? Is
happen.
it on the website?
Well, I mean, essentially, Aaron, like, if we share a commercial, we know Jack the Clown's probably going to be on the commercial for Orlando. So how would that work in Hollywood? Would
It'd be
that
Hollywood.
mean? I mean, I understand with marketing taking over and all that stuff that it could possibly mean that Jack the Clown could come to Hollywood, but I don't think that's the case at all. I don't even think that's the direction Hollywood's going.
You
Frankly,
replace Jack with
2001
someone else.
It happened.
I think you're gonna get different commercials.
Yeah, I'm with
think
Vic
so,
on this one.
but
Just because it's the
To be
20th
fair-
anniversary.
you never know, though.
Commercial.
They just throw a bag over Jack's face. Hollywood.
Although they could
He's
I
too
think
ugly.
going like what happened in 2009, and they composite it to where it's not Jack and it's just Freddy.
Wouldn't that be funny? Like troll us with like a figure of Jack and then it's Freddy.
It could be like the 2009 commercial for both Hollywood and Orlando, where it was in a movie theater and Orlando's had what's his face, the usher, and Hollywood's didn't, but the overall message got across the same.
That's a good point.
With the Orlando, it had only like
I
a
mean,
second Usher. But
Hollywood's icons are definitely going to be, if this is all true speculation here, Freddy and Jason come to the event, and Michael Myers.
I think that's a safe bet. That
Yeah,
See, that's your replacement for Jack as Michael Myers. That's
That's-
the layout.
that's what I was thinking too as well.
do you think
Absolutely.
it'd be Michael Myers though?
I think Michael Myers would have something to do
Freddy.
with.
I think it's gonna be Freddy talking
I feel
though.
like Freddy.
Freddy,
Yeah,
Jason,
definitely.
and Michael
Definitely
Myers.
Freddy. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have Jason talk. Just kidding.
He sounds like
Just a bunch of nonsense.
sounds like Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
That's what he sounds like.
But I definitely think Michael Myers will have something to do with Hollywood's TV commercial or whatever you want to call it. Definitely
I
for
could
sure.
very well see it going much in like how 20 was, but as like horror weapon prop house.
Yeah, I mean it could work.
Yeah,
what-
easily the Orlando commercial is going to focus on Jack, but I do think that Freddy and Jason are going
okay,
to
I
be
see
the focal point in Hollywood.
At least Walking Dead's not going to be the focal point.
No, no, it's not.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a good thing though.
It wasn't last year, and it still took over the entire event.
I don't think that's going to happen this year.
I honestly hope not. Last year, like all over Los Angeles, all the billboards were pretty much AVP, and I was like, oh, okay, so hopefully all the decorations in the park won't resemble The Walking Dead.
I definitely think that won't be the case. I don't think they'll be doing all Walking Dead. I definitely think they're going to do something else, maybe like we've been talking about involving Freddy and Jason for sure. and possibly
Oh,
Michael
God.
Myers.
I hope so. It was.
If we are getting a creative consultant, I think it's Brad Fuller or a creative director.
That's what I was thinking as a you know, a way, and that's what I was thinking the Terror Tram could possibly be is maybe you know, the Terror Tram's invaded by, you know, Freddy and Jason.
Although this does seem like a best of year.
Yeah. And, you know, it's all possible, but I think it would be really cool if, you know, the horror icons took over the backlot. I think that would be really cool. But
That'd be very interesting. It's kind of like using All Night Die-In or Horrorwood in Orlando and making that into the Terror Tram.
And that already,
I think, though, that would be awesome because, I mean,
It would be.
that would be something that people would look forward to for a Terror Tram because, let's face it, Terror Tram's been pretty weak the past couple of years.
That was actually more or less early Horror Nights, too.
What are you talking about, Tristan? You didn't like that one new Watchtower?
Dude, I freaking loved it. I was like, wow, dude, they actually added a new trap, a little spike thing. Wow, cool, dude. Wow, dude, yeah. I was so happy. I was like, wow. Oh, and they added it.
I sound so excited.
Dude, I was so excited. And they
Like,
added the little map. I forgot the tournament's map, dude. I forgot. They added that. Can't forget that, man.
I took a bunch of guests that went the previous year, and we went through Terror Tram, and they were like, what changed? Like, that's the first thing they said, what changed?
You know, it's different, man. It's different.
Honestly, I think that the thing has to do with lighting.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I just don't think they're gonna, you know, utilize The Walking Dead as much as they have been in the past. I definitely think Walking Dead is gonna have its own, you know, maze for sure. But I don't think we're gonna be getting a Scare Zone, and I don't think we're gonna be getting a Terror Tram.
I think Scare Zone.
I don't.
I don't think so.
Oh, God, no.
Just a maze and that's it.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna keep The Walking Dead in the same location, or with the possible rumor of getting another soundstage this year, it's possible that Walking Dead could go into soundstage.
That would make sense because it worked really well in a soundstage in Orlando. I didn't like it, but I mean, I know a lot of people that did.
Yeah, but your soundstages are like the size of like our whole Hollywood park, so.
Very, very, very true.
Our freaking park is so small, it's ridiculous.
Well, our park is small, but the rest of the backlot, you could fit Islands of Adventure.
Yeah, the
University
backlot's
is
huge
Florida.
for sure.
Just not the coasters, though, because the neighbors are always so damn picky.
Is that the issue with the noise ordinance?
Space-wise.
Well, isn't that the reason why we couldn't do Slaughter World as well?
Yeah, because of noise complaints.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They actually had that same issue in the when SeaWorld and Geauga Lake were on the same, like actually in different places in Ohio.
Really?
There was one town that had a noise ordinance, and that's where SeaWorld was. And the other part, right across the river from it, was the other park, and it didn't have the noise ordinance, so they actually could do the amusement park. And when they merged together, when SeaWorld left Ohio, they basically had an issue on their hands. They couldn't do anything on the SeaWorld side because of the noise ordinance.
Really? That's a
Yeah.
trip.
No.
That's kind of crazy, though. I didn't know that. I guess I don't. Go ahead. Who's talking? I'm confused.
I thought Aaron was talking.
Oh, well.
I heard the word Owen, and then Alex. Oh my God! Then
Someone-
Tristan started
oh.
talking.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a jerk. I just interrupt everybody. Just blame me, why don't you?
Dick.
I know. Shut up, Dick.
What are you rhyming now? Okay, Dr. Seuss over here.
Oh God!
Oh,
And it's going down.
Isn't that the same problem they have too with in Orlando when Universal wanted to do fireworks and stuff? They can't do it because of the apartments in the back.
No, they can still do it.
Yeah.
I thought they couldn't do as much though that they wanted to do.
Time
if I
codes.
lived in those apartments, I would freaking make Universal's life hell.
What's that ruckus?
Exactly.
Damn kids and their sparkly things in the air.
It's 10 o'clock. I need to go to bed.
Oh, man.
I do at least have one more.
Who's talking?
Just like a little small detail. Why is that hand on the
Wait,
wall?
who's the? Oh crap! Who's the dude that does the show again? The voice. I'm blanking out right now.
Sloan.
Is that Morgan Freeman? Yeah, it is Morgan
Yeah, it's
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Can you imagine like if they jumped up the volume and you're just sleeping in those apartments? You hear Morgan Freeman, "The magic of film."
Oh my
It puts you
God.
right back to sleep.
Is that
I think
you,
that's what
God?
Morgan Freeman's voice does.
Is that you, God?
How do you think the people who live close to Disneyland feel?
God.
No lie.
Da, 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 da. Oh shit.
It's always a war zone night.
It's just crazy because the way that certain things can be done with like jurisdictions that you would never think of, and now they kind of just pop up.
That's the voice of God, baby.
I do have.
What the hell was that?
What?
Somebody talking?
Is
Do
that
I
all?
hear, do I hear DJ Starlord here for all your crappy music needs?
What?
What is going on?
I'm a DJ, and this is a dead raccoon on my back.
Oh God, yeah.
Yes,
Bill and Ted.
you know it.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you have some blue cupcakes.
Yes, I noticed the blue tent on the floor
Just
in the
do
cover
it!
picture.
Make your dream come true. Just do it.
Just do it.
I think it was so stupid.
So real quick
Oh,
before
and you know that's gonna be part of Bill and Ted this year.
guaranteed, guaranteed. I can't wait
Yeah.
for good
Too
reason.
bad
I
Rick
can't wait
won't
for
be
Bill and
there.
Ted this year.
Oh man.
Everyone knows why. Now, speaking of Bill and Ted, obviously this is a hot button topic, and we I don't think we really have mentioned it very much on any podcast that I'm aware of. I've been in. I know you guys might have done one, but I didn't.
It's
So,
not coming to Hollywood.
what is the opinion of Bill and Ted and coming back to Hollywood in the next 5 years?
Not happening.
Never.
Nope.
Another show will go into the Castle Theater before that. There's no
There's
way.
just no way.
I don't think it'll come back either, but is there any
No?
chance it might?
If
No.
it does, they probably
I don't think there's no
water
way.
you down.
Dude, you need to understand how USH's management team works. Like, they're cowards, for lack of a better word.
The Purge tells me that.
Yeah, dude, they're not gonna bring it back. They're not gonna risk it.
They didn't back up their character that said the thing that they were basically doing to get heat, and if they would have backed their character up, they wouldn't have probably lost the Purge auction.
Which I think that's bullshit.
That's a whole other can.
Hey man, let's keep it PG in here, alright? I don't like the word shit, alright? Jesus.
Okay, fine, Aaron. Let's talk about that. Let's
It's a
talk
bunch of
about the
doo-doo.
Purge auction and
Oh my
going
god, why? No, don't bring it up.
Wait, what?
Nah,
He
dude.
already knows how bad I went off on that.
Yeah, dude, now Aaron rages, dude. He rages like a 4th grader, dude. It's so funny.
I start throwing stuff around.
the
Dude, it is-
extreme sensitivity of Hollywood.
And it's going downhill.
Badly, I start biting.
Dude.
Yep, we've gone downhill.
Yep, I'm pretty sure I'd like to see that.
We'll just
I mean,
see.
they've been playing with ideas, but I don't think Bill and Ted will come back. Or another show for that matter.
Your event is too crowded. You have to do something to get the people out of the mazes for a while.
And I've said Fast and Furious Supercharged Express for this year, but
Nope. All we're gonna do is just cram everybody in the back lot again. That's the way of like solving the
Like-
upper
Oh my
lower.
god,
Like cattle.
Yeah, dude. It's like a freaking slaughterhouse over here waiting to get
how
slaughtered,
smart
dude.
idea was it to create another scare zone in the back, on the way to the back lot? So like that line started backing up, and then
Yeah, a bunch of
eventually-
chumps, dude. They should have just
Eventually,
walked
the
through
line
it.
started where Starbucks is in the lower lot.
Are you
hey, we
shitting?
got our 8th house.
Joking you.
Damn, dude. Well, I only went like opening weekend, and that scare zone thing didn't even happen. So
You know where that? You know how we go under that parking lot?
yeah.
It's kind of like an underpass.
Uh huh.
Okay, so when Brady put the scare zone in there, people started stopping right before they entered that giant hallway.
Dude, they were a bunch of chicken shits, dude. They should have just went through it. Like, huzzah!
Up and back. It was just a mess. It was. Oh my god. I can't even.
Well, Aaron, how many times are you gonna go to Hollywood this year?
Depending on the lineup.
Well, we kind of already know the lineup, so what are you saying, dude?
All except one other thing.
Because
You know,
Really?
Murdy's watching this going, do you know it? Not do you?
dude,
Talking shit about
Wow.
me, huh?
wow.
Oh, shit, you do.
I'm sorry. Freaking John.
I really
So you
just.
guys don't like Walking Dead, huh? I'm gonna call Greg Nicotero. Hey, baby, send some more.
Oh god.
Send the walkers.
Send
They
the
sound like freaking.
Send the shampoo.
Send that shampoo, you gorgeous man. That hair. It's like a horse's mane.
The Greg Nicotero vanity maze.
Oh, I love Greg. Greg's awesome. I watched the documentary on him. He's a cool dude.
Greg.
Yeah, Roman Reigns has long, lustrous hair too, which we're not going to give him a maze.
I don't think anybody wants to go through that torture.
Oh, God.
Whoa!
Believe that.
Believe that. Give me the
I
mic.
guess next up.
Time to go pee when he gets on the mic.
Oh,
Okay.
gee.
Next topic, real quick. So we are basically in announcement season now. Are we looking at a Hollywood announcement before this week is over? Are we guessing that's going to be correct at this moment?
After next week.
Not until after next week?
Because next week is supercharged soft openings. They're going to be focused on that.
When they do it before that, then, so they can get it done before and promote
If it was
both the same?
happening this weekend, they would have started teasing it already.
Well, aren't they already?
I've already said this, and I'm expecting in the middle of next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, usually, you know, Murdy will, like, come out of the nowhere and be like, hey, happy Monday or happy Friday, that type thing. And so we'll see.
We got something else today, so yeah.
Yeah. Which I have no freaking clue what it is, so I give up on life.
We'll get to that. Actually, we'll get to that rather quickly. Real quick, so we had the announcement of the final code word for Hollywood.
Dun,
And-
dun, dun.
What'd you say, Aaron?
Hooray!
Yeah. Hence where the headache begins, and you start popping Excedrin like they're candy. But I will say right now that Murdy has been very interesting this year. A lot of the code, almost every code, I think every code word I can honestly say, has connected to music in some way. And nothing is leading towards actual music. But that's how it should be.
Well, I mean, at this point, he gave one of the hints for this this new code name, and he was saying that it's not a music-based maze, but it's
Correct.
a hint. Could possibly be a red herring.
That
So you
is-
have to take that in. So
Yeah.
this one could be connected to, you know, music, and
it's
but-
a possibility, yes.
I mean, but I don't know the direction because I haven't really done any like homework, to be honest.
Is everyone abreast of what's going on with the situation? Does everyone know the new code word 1967 and all the hints?
Dude, I thought it was 1957. Holy crap!
Then let's go talk about it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
kidding.
Let's talk about 1967. What a glorious year way BO before Owen, and before everyone on this podcast. So, first off, as always, John Murdy's very cordial. He says Happy Friday because he likes to do that.
What a nice guy.
He's a very nice gentleman.
Dude, I hate Fridays, man.
Friday.
Friday's the day the movie reviews come out on this very channel. Only on Pop, as I do the Mick Foley thumbs up right now. So, he only did 4 code names. He says the reason why is because, well, if we knew, it would destroy our mind. The reason why, and I can see, and I think a lot of you would agree with me on this one, is the fact that there's a lot of leaks this year, and if they are to be true, there's no reason to do other code names because you don't want anything to leak out.
Exactly.
Truth.
Makes sense.
It's exactly.
So he says that's because the code name and hints are diabolically hard, near impossible to decipher. He didn't say impossible, of course.
Because he put that in because Owen, dude.
I'm not trying to put myself over here.
This guy.
Dude, he's just like, well, it's impossible, but almost impossible. Just one guy can crack it. His name's
Sitting in a
Owen.
chair at home, just looking at Owen's picture, growling at it. His wife's like, "What are you doing, honey? This kid figures it out all the time."
I DM'd him my answer too, by the way. So there you go.
He's like, he goes by the name of Sir Disney.
Codename Oliver.
Pip pip cheerio.
Sir Disney.
So we had an idea that this was going to be based coming through 1967 a while back, because he was mentioning that was probably going to be the code word, even though he wouldn't give us any actual answers until he actually lined up everything. And it sounds like a couple days ago the property finally came through, so he released the code word tonight.
Right.
So he says the theme of this maze is either an album name, a song title, a lyric, or album cover art. So he's really making it difficult this time around.
God.
Yeah, he's a Class A troll, dude.
I've heard this from many people.
And 2.
Number 2, the album you're looking for is not obscure. It's on the Rolling Stone list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. This list was released in 2003, by the way, if you weren't aware.
Oh, yeah, that makes it easier.
Yeah, exactly. It's only 500 things it could possibly be. Or if that's the red hair... I mean, we'll talk about that in a minute. The band or music artist in question is not obscure. They are currently in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Hint number 4, while the code name and hints are music-based, it is not a music-based maze. It is based on another medium altogether, which means it could be a television show, it could be a movie, or, it could even be a book. Who knows?
Or game.
Musical.
That's a possibility. That is a weird way around it, but it is true.
I was thinking outside the box, man. I'm like, a music
There is a literary connection to this band or album that might help you decipher whether the theme is a song, a lyric, cover art, etc. And then, of course, he says, one of these... Oh, sorry, I'll go with that in a minute. The band or artist in question is not from America, but they were extremely popular here. And, oh, by the way, there's one more thing. One of these hints may be a red herring. Happy hunting.
Oh, shucks. I didn't see that one coming.
It's funny because I was on the phone with Charles from Designing the Fear, and we were going over these code names, and we had what we thought it was, and then we got to 6, and it shot everything down. And then I was like, he's going to say that one of these is a red herring, isn't he? And then the next thing, oh, by the way, one of these is a red herring. And I was like, okay, we got you. At least I hope we got you.
You're basically on a bike and he threw the stick out at you.
Yeah.
I think you should let Owen go first.
I hope your brakes work, bitch.
I went paperboy on him right
It
there.
runs away.
I turned this into E.T. on him. Okay, I'm going to say right now that Murdy mentioned a while back that this property is not going to be shared. It's going to be something that's just in Hollywood.
Which I kind of figured on the lines of that anyways.
Yeah. And it sounds to me, from the conversation we had before we went live tonight, that both Alex and myself do have different answers here. Has Aaron or Vic tackled this yet?
No.
Wow.
Then let's go.
Dude, I honestly read the hints and I was going through like the top 500 albums and I just gave up, dude. I got to like 230 and I was like, screw it! I just like closed
It's
my
the Beatles.
mouth.
I'll wait for Bullet.
I was like, it's the Who! God damn it!
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Doctor
Just
Who.
gave up, dude. That's right.
Owen, you want to go first?
Actually, I'm gonna let you go first because yours is
confirmed.
That's all. That's it. Podcast over. Bye, everyone. Chris had solved it.
I know.
It's Gene Simmons. They're going to walk literally into his mouth, just like with Alice Cooper.
Oh God.
You walk on the tongue.
Dude, I feel like red carpet. Jesus Christ.
The red carpet is Gene Simmons' tongue.
Right? Jesus.
Into the Psycho Circus we go.
Oh, that would actually be pretty cool, though, besides the mouth part.
Okay.
Alex, break it down.
All right. So.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
So I started looking at the top 500, and I went down to people like the Door, Small Faces, the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
And then I found this incredible man on Horny Nightmares. Not Horny, Horny Nightmares. He looked at Small Faces once again and Tin Soldier. And he put it all together and made Terminator. What I looked into that was Small Faces was not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Correct.
But they were they weren't obscure and they were not an American band. So I thought, okay, that could work. And the more I thought about it, the more this would work out with John. Because he has already had experience with puppetry.
Mm-hmm.
Already had experience with an action genre, much like this, Dracula, but he can very well improve this. And on top of all that, this is one of those IPs that can get him fired. It really could. Because if he fails, that's a really bad thing. And there's a lot of things you have to take into account. Now, sure, you're going to have to take some liabilities here. First off, Terminator Genesis coming out this summer. And no matter what, they're going to probably advertise that, but not to an extent. John Murray has seen what Universal has done with the Terminator 2 3D, so at least they are experienced.
That's true.
On top of all that, they've already... This is an out of the box. This is not a horror film whatsoever. It doesn't really have that much horror to begin with, and it's all out action. And
True. I think it's more of kind of suspense, to be honest.
yes. And John did not rule that out. So
True.
if I'm going, my shadow without a doubt, it's Terminator, but what Terminator will it be? Will they follow Terminator Genesis, or will they be going with how Orlando is doing Scream, possibly? And what I've concluded is this is going to be a mix between the two films, Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, if it is a real deal.
It's very interesting.
And I actually classified the one thing in the red herring, hint 3, the band music artist in question is also not obscure. I actually kept half, and I left half. I think John's trying to do something that he does rarely, and do a half and half.
Hashtag T2.
But here's my question, Alex. Hint 4, what is this based on?
Now that is undoubtedly true. This is... Now you are dealing with film.
Yeah.
Terminator was an original story by James Cameron and a group of other people. Now, the difference here was, this was done by Studio Canal, I think, correct? In the older days. And Studio Canal was a part of Universal. And then something split up, and then things happened. So they've already worked with the company that was originally involved for the film. And on top of all that, if they go with the form of Terminator, they'd be going within the action genre. The medium of action. Much like what happened with Dracula last year. They didn't exactly go in horror, but they didn't exactly not go in horror. So,
Well, I have another question for you.
and that is?
Okay. The hint in question I'm referring to is number 2. The album you're looking for is not obscure. It's on Rolling Stone's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time.
Now, it is on there. I've actually looked. That's nothing concerned. I think I have seen, because I looked at least a few hours ago, and I know I saw Small Faces somewhere in there, so
Uh-huh.
The,
probably.
the album that this is on is called The Autumn Stone. And this
Yeah.
album came out in 1969.
Hmm.
The album in question is not on the Rolling Stone top 500 albums list.
That'd be interesting.
I'm just looking at from the perspective I have it here. Because obviously I'm doing the podcast on the laptop, and I got the desktop above my head.
No, no worries. It's fine. It's fine. But what if? Because he did say at least it's not. It could be the theme of the maze, a
Yep.
song title, or lyric, or
Correct.
the album cover itself. And I look more or less in the song title.
That makes sense.
I mean, I don't really know exactly, but I mean, it does make sense what you're saying, definitely.
It would also be a must-go house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
That would bring a different group to Horror Nights too. It might bring in a new crowd.
It might also, if they do this right, this could be along the likes of the Thing Assimilation. And we all know how good of a house that was in 2011 for Hollywood.
Yeah, it was definitely one of my top 5 for sure.
Alex, do you think that Hollywood would possibly bring in Schwarzenegger or Cameron for opening night?
Cameron. I think Cameron.
That'd be interesting.
What about Arnold?
Yeah, what about Arnold?
You're being here, but do not invite me.
I think he's busy with a film.
You see the beach?
You do not go to the chopper.
But I do think.
Fuck you.
I think Terminator is highly probable, and if it does, then it'll be a involvement with James Cameron, ADI, and Universal.
Nice. There's a lot of things that connect there. I would love to see a Terminator maze in Hollywood.
It's not like a Hellraiser.
I'm not shitting you, dude.
Vic, you have the soundboard?
That's not me.
Yes. I'm a Michael Bay.
That is not me. Somebody got it instead before me.
I'm on me if you want to live.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Who is your daddy? And what does he do?
That was my favorite thing from using the soundboard on people.
Not a tumor. Oh, it's not a tumor.
It was funny because you could ask him a question and his response was, yeah.
We all know it is going to be Jingle All the Way the Maze.
Yes!
Oh, God.
I do think there's a high probability for a puppetry maze.
Big show, opening night in Hollywood. Promote the house.
Yeah. I know. They'll be like, go now. Once the house is in.
No, how amazing would
Go!
that the T-800s and the T-1000s would be chasing you.
Be awesome.
How the hell would that work, though?
Dude, the freaking costumes would be so freaking heavy.
Oh, no, not the
They're
other.
gonna feel like real Terminators. I can't move my leg.
Kristen showing logic.
I don't want to go there.
It'd be so funny though to just see like the scare actors just stay there because they're
They should
freaking
get,
like 100
Emma
pounds and can't
Furlong.
move.
That dude's like on drugs and everything now.
Right?
That poor guy. Actually, what was? No, I don't know.
Nah, dude, nah.
So, now, Owen.
Should do a Green Inferno.
Oh, I'm up.
Would-
Before
Dude,
I...
That would be pretty cool. Green Inferno would actually be pretty cool to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it might be too late to get it actually greenlit for this year.
It's too late.
Human
Even I say.
No, Human Centipede, no.
Hey, it's out of the box, and he might get fired. You never know. That would gross people out, dude. And
I've always said it's
like I told Aaron,
Dude, it's
when I
Tusk,
checked,
alright?
If you look in the
Oh,
back of the
God.
new, if
No,
you look
Tusk is better.
if you look in the back of the new banner for Hollywood, it look up against the window, the body. It looks like the Human Centipede poster.
Dude, it's a walker. Get it right.
No, Vic, you're not the only one that said that, by the way. Justin on Twitter actually said the same exact thing.
Did he?
Yes.
Because I'm just staring at this. I'm staring at the Hollywood banner, and I'm like, what the hell does that that in.
Dieter Laser is not going to be at Horror Nights in any form unless he buys a ticket.
I want to see a bunch of people's mouths like sewed to each other's butts. I mean, come on.
And that's a scare zone anyway. Come on.
The funny thing was, when I was looking at 1967, I was trying to connect this to some sort of video game IP, because that's very out of his comfort zone.
Yeah. So, real quick before I go into mine, you do connect quite well, Alex.
It's a very John Murdy house.
It is, and it's something I think that would definitely work, and it'd probably bring a different clientele to the event.
Much like what happened actually last year with Alien vs. Predator. That brought in a different clientele altogether.
You know how mad the Orlando fans are going to be that they don't get to see
Dude,
Terminator?
they did Predator. They have to bring freaking Arnold now.
We have Terminator 2 3D still, so I don't think Orlando will be mad.
Yeah, actually,
Dude, I get to get chased.
You know, the funniest thing is, there's actually a good chance you can do some good face actors, actually, for Terminator.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A lot of acting. Like I said, this year from Horror Nights on both coasts, it sounds like a lot of acting from this characters this year, a lot more than normal.
And that's why I thought about Terminator 2, because there's a lot of acting that has to take place. And with Arnold, you know for a
sure
fact
they
that
wouldn't
he-
base off Genesis, though?
No.
Yeah,
I can't see them
think it'd
doing
be a way
Terminator
to
2 in the
promotion,
first
though.
one.
I've
They
seen
would promote
that
it.
being advertised on, like, a screen for, like, Blu-rays, but it's gonna, if they do Terminator, it'll be centered on the two
Because
originals.
isn't Genesis basically like a
It's a reboot.
retelling, yeah, of the first two?
It's a
kind
reboot.
of, yeah.
Yeah, so I just see them doing Genesis. Why do the others?
Well, because Genesis is not going to be good. Even I've actually heard about it. And
The trailer looks bad.
I've actually gotten info from someone, and this film's not going to do well.
What the hell am I looking at?
And on top of all that, would you rather want two of the most iconic films than what will be a really bad movie?
I don't know. I just can't see them really doing Terminator, to be honest. I mean, it's a good idea, but I just the amount of money they'd have to pay for it.
Oh my god, it'd be insane to get all the red tape to get through it.
That's why you probably not see much puppetry until the very end.
Aaron would
even
love
then,
that
dude.
if the puppetry was like the first night of American Werewolf.
Oh, yeah.
The endosskeleton's head just flies off.
I mean, no, this year they're not going to go overboard on the puppetry specials, because that was just on a different level last year.
Isn't your Despicable Me where Terminator used to be in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Well, it'd be a way to get back to the people that want to see Terminator again at the event. Now they get to run for their lives from the
May start on
T-1000.
fire.
Maybe.
2 weeks ago when I was at Universal, I was in Trick 4D. Yeah, I know.
He admits it, though.
There was a group of tourists behind me, and I think the dad was like, "Oh, let's go to Terminator next." The wife is like, "Oh, they don't have Terminator anymore. That's where Despicable Me is." And he's like, "I don't like this park anymore."
He's like,
Nice.
he's the guy that's like, refund. That'd be funny as hell.
Where's Alfred Hitchcock? Where's Hanna-Barbera? Where's Murder, She Wrote? All that stuff's gone.
Oh god.
Where's King
Nickelodeon,
Kong?
Damn it.
Mark?
King Kong's over there.
He's just not open yet, don't worry.
Yeah, he'll be back.
No worries, he's coming. It's going to be more badass than ever.
Yeah, he will be. So, let's see, who else has not chimed? Vic, what's your opinion on the Terminator idea?
Didn't I just? I thought I just said it though, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
In essence, kind of, yeah. Okay, Tristan.
I'm kind of on the fence. with it.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I'm kind of on the fence with it, to be honest. Like it does. I mean, it's kind of like something on the lines of like, you know, it's wishful like thinking, and it makes sense what Alex is saying, and it totally. I could see it happening, but at the same time, I can't see it happening. You know what I'm
That's why I
saying?
was thinking of other IPs too.
But again, we're talking about an outside the box property, so I'm gonna be like that on everything because it's like I can see it happening, but then I can't see it happening. You
And
know?
Terminator is
I
pretty.
think that's. Go ahead.
Terminator's out of the box enough because it's mixing the sci-fi, it's mixing the suspense, and it's mixing the action. They don't
No,
really.
it totally makes sense, and I think what your speculation, I think it's great, but I'm just on the fence with it. Like, I can see it happening, but I can't see it happening. And
I agree, and if
I feel like this is how everything's going to be with this code name because it's kind of like all the rumors that were going around that it could be like Jurassic World or something like that. It was just like
Jurassic World, Alice, and Mad Max all got turned down by John.
Officially, yeah.
Yeah, I know. So it's just like I'm kind of just on the fence with it. And now since we did this video, somebody's gonna ask Marty, "Is it Terminator?" And if he doesn't answer, then maybe we're onto something, or maybe not. You never know. Or if he's just like, "Yeah, this guy's a waste of my time because I'm too cool, man."
It'd be interesting, though, with Cameron working with both Disney and Universal in the same time frame in order to get different things done for different properties.
I actually think Disney wouldn't mind because that's a different IP in general.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, time will tell, but your speculation, which you came up with, I think it's great, and it makes sense, and it connects well, so, I can't see why that's something that you can't throw out there, you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
And also, this could be the house that they go all out the thing for, because last year they did a lot of money for that.
Wait, what did they do last year?
American Werewolf and Alien vs. Predator.
I was there, but I was like, what did they do?
No, seriously, like the price for those two houses, I would probably say made them have to cost cutting.
Cost.
Like what happened with Clowns 3 and the Black Dracula.
You should do a Planet of the Apes maze and just have them poking you with spears and stuff.
I'm tired of you, Dan
Speaking of
Durden.
clowns, dude, we all know that was Aaron's favorite, dude. Aaron loved clowns, dude.
Aaron, confirm.
He always tells me on Twitter, dude, I love clowns.
Featuring Slash with his looping song.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Freaking love it.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and unless anybody else has any more wording on Terminator, I'm gonna go ahead and give mine.
Good to go, Sir Disney.
Wait. I'm
Go
just
ahead.
gonna go. No, I'm kidding.
Tristan, god dang it.
Do we need to kick you up?
I just love messing with
He needs a
people, man. It's
timeout.
fun. Okay, fine.
You
Fine.
stand in the corner, Blair Witch style, right now.
Alright, fine.
No cowfish for you.
Wait, I'll be good.
It'll be on that Tuesday, mark my words. I've already figured it out in my head. Okay. We've been waiting for this one for a while, and I'm not gonna lie, it took a long time to decipher the name game 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of us had issues with the name game.
Oh yeah.
And I said I wasn't going to, because I had to do a different video for Rock Festival, and I didn't want to do that again. I wanted to only do one video, and unless I completely screw up or was proven wrong, I wasn't going to do another one. And with this one, I may have jumped the gun, but everything does connect really well.
Okay.
All right. So hint one, it's either an album name, a song title, a lyric, or cover art. Cover art is really interesting that's name dropped right there, because the first thing that pops to my mind when I think about cover art is Iron Maiden, which we've been talking about for a while now. And that has no connection to 1967 because Iron Maiden started in 1980. Now, it's funny, they do have a connection to a television series called The Prisoner that was in 1967, and they have 2 songs on an album that is actually connecting to that, but that's completely different. That's just talk, all right? The thing we're talking about in my speculation is the song White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. All right? And the album is not obscure. it is on the Rolling Stone list of 500 greatest albums. It's actually 146 on that list, and it is Surrealistic Pillow. The band was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1996, and the code name is not music-based, it is on another medium. In this case, I think it's a book.
Okay.
There's a literary connection to this banter album that can help you decipher. Now, the book that we're talking about is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And that work of Lewis Carroll was used in Grace Slick, who is was then the lead singer of Jefferson Airplane. It was read to her as a child. So it was viable in her head, and into her adulthood, she basically carried that with her. And the song White Rabbit played up on imagery from those two novels. Now, the artist is not from America, but they were extremely popular. That's your red herring. They're San Francisco born and bred, so that's your red herring. So connecting everything together, and the fact that there's already a rumor that this somehow, in some form or another, may be ending up on my coast and Vic's coast this year, I'm going to say 1967 is Alice in Wonderland.
But didn't Murray confirm it's not Alice in Wonderland, though?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
But see, that's the thing. It
Is
could
it
be
Alice Cooper in Wonderland? I'm just kidding.
You know, it's interesting because this is the 150th anniversary of Alice in Wonderland. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland came out in like 1865.
Damn.
And it sounds like Orlando's getting Alice in Wonderland in one form or another. And Hollywood is going to get the same. Now, there's a tweet that takes you back to earlier in this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the tweet says, "It's something I've been secretly working on getting for a couple of years with a little help from our friends. It looks like it will happen now." The friends in question are Mike Aiello and the art and design team in Orlando.
I see where you're going.
I think we're sharing Alice in Wonderland this year, but both mazes are going to be different. See, it's not necessarily Alice in Wonderland like people know it. It's going to be an original, not an IP-based maze. And the rumor in Orlando is the fact that this could actually end up being a 3D house for us.
The only thing, Owen, isn't this code name, isn't it an intellectual property? I thought Murray confirmed it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's intellectual.
So could it be an original take on an intellectual property then?
That's what I'm thinking. The other option is the thing that we've been talking about for a while now, and that is this is the one of the final loose ends for John Murdy before he steps down as creative director for Hollywood,
Right.
and that is completing the trilogy, and this being literally Alice Cooper in Wonderland, which would still be an IP and not music-based.
Truth.
I just...
I mean, it makes sense, but there's just certain things that Murdy confirmed. But Murdy's so
evil.
That's a good way to put it. He's just, and sometimes like the way he says things, and people may interpret it in a different way, and it's a way to throw people off, and it could possibly be exactly what you're saying. This could be not the Alice in Wonderland where everybody's thinking about, and that's why Murdy said no. Because it's going to be something that we're not used to, and I think because the person that asked it was like, Alice in Wonderland, he's probably obviously referring to the intellectual property Alice in Wonderland.
They're referring to the Disney version of Alice in Wonderland, which is owned by Disney, but Lewis Carroll's work is public domain.
Oh.
And technically that was parodied in Scary Tales already.
Which was not in Hollywood, so...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because Murdy, someone tweeted, someone tweeted back, "Are the mazes in Universal Orlando and Hollywood the same?" And Murdy's response to them was, "Not necessarily," telling me we're getting Wonderland in 2 different forms on both coasts this year.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Alice. I just have some hope it is something that's batshit insane, as I said.
And then the Iron Maiden would be our music maze this year.
I don't think Iron Maiden.
Well, here's the thing.
Maiden.
I mean, what about? Here's the thing. Iron Maiden, I think, has a chance to coming. But what happens if
Eddie.
Alice Cooper comes to the event, but it's not music based, and Alice Cooper's going to help John Murdy work out this idea of Alice himself in Wonderland.
And look how that turned out.
Wait, say again. I couldn't.
That happened
Alex?
here too, but look how that turned out.
True.
Technically, Tristan is on the right path. It was supposed to happen in 2012, but I'll mention that.
I mean, it got scrapped.
It went to hell once he lost stage 28.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, don't take me wrong. I mean, anything's possible at this point. But I mean, like I said, Murdy will post something, but it's a way that you can interpret it. What he says, and it can mean something else to somebody else reading it. So
It's very true.
And funny thing is,
I mean, unless it's like completely black and white, like it's a flat out no. But the way
Just
he
like
responded, but the way he was, go ahead.
Just like when he said the facade for Dracula Untold would blend in with Universal Plaza.
Butthole.
the weirdest thing, me and from Orlando Attractions Magazine were talking together a little earlier today, and he had the same idea as you did, but it was just coming off in order. That's by the name of Val Allison, which
He's talking about Asylum in Wonderland being our maze in Orlando, and that's another a possibility easily.
yeah.
I mean, I mean, the only way I could see Alice in Wonderland happening is if it's a take on Alice Cooper. That's the only way I can see it, because, Murdy's confirmed that he wants to do a trilogy with Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
I would have thought of Alice Cooper, it would have been ending with the one other album that's called Brutal Planet.
I like Brutal Planet, actually.
I mean, it would make sense that way, but I think, honestly, the way that
But
I
it all
could see
started
this...
with Nightmare, and then it went to Hell, and then we go to another planets.
I mean, the way that I can see it happening is if you're going to do a trilogy, I think going out with a bang would be really cool for Alice Cooper, not to base a house off his music, but have Alice Cooper work on an original take on an intellectual property, I guess.
I know for a fact there will probably be music by.
Well, here's the thing, though, Alex. You bring up Brutal Planet. Brutal Planet was used at Six Flags Fright Fest in 1999.
Yeah, but that was
Oh God.
that was a
Six
different thing
Flags.
altogether, and that was not really on Alice Cooper. That was on the characters of the Wiggleberries. That was not on Alice Cooper. That was on Wiggleberries.
It's one of those things that we talked about Alice Cooper coming back. If this is the last year that John Murdy is going to be in charge of creative at Hollywood, if it is, if it's not, then it doesn't matter. But I mean, if it is, then he's got to tie up loose ends. And tying up the Alice Cooper trilogy would be something that I think that he would go for. And it's not music-based. It would be a twisted Wonderland in the mind of Alice Cooper.
It'll be interesting to see what happens, but I'm really hoping it's not Alice. I'm honestly just not.
And if you notice, Murdy's been tweeting the words tick, tick, tick a lot. He must be late for something.
Killer ticks.
Who has the clock in Alice in Wonderland? The White Rabbit.
Yep.
I thought it was the freaking pothead caterpillar dude.
You're fine, Jordan.
It's Arnold. I got the bomb.
Oh, Jordan.
Just kidding.
Craziness everywhere.
Yep.
Oh, it seems like we may actually be getting a answer on the on a particular thing from Thrill Seeker Network in just a few seconds.
Wait, what?
Horror Nights has retweeted Thrill Seeker Network on this question: is the Outside the Box maze a movie release or waiting release? That may help even the odds.
Oh, wow. Well, I can do another video if I have to. No worries.
I'm right now waiting until I can refresh this damn thing so I can. Okay.
No. No, it's not.
Yeah, he says no. The Outside the Box Maze is not a film from 2015. The mystery grows.
You know
I
what?
don't think it's a film at all.
Nope.
You know what?
That's why I'm saying if it's gonna be, let's just say, if it's Alice Cooper, it's not a film at all because they're gonna use Alice Cooper
I
himself.
think Owen's onto something with this Alice Cooper stuff.
I mean, I'd like to see Alice Cooper come back, but I wouldn't like to see him come back in Alice.
There is a connection to Alice through the Looking Glass. The film version of it is coming out next year. So that's the only connection to Alice in Wonderland in the near future.
But
on film.
See, the thing is Murdy's already done Alice Cooper 2 times as a maze, like a rocker maze.
Although
I think it would be really cool to use Alice Cooper in a different way that we've never seen it before, and he's never done that with any musician, based artist. So I think it would be freaking awesome.
That kind of happened last with Flash. It did in a way, although. Once again,
Flash composed music. That's all he did.
Yes, but
he composed a riff. All right.
That's all he did.
It was simply a riff that went over throughout the entire maze, from what I heard.
I know.
Guitar Hero of the Maze.
Oh my god.
Everyone's lining up to play.
Everybody's
wearing
wearing a color.
Dude, I could play expert. Screw you.
So, final.
Oh no, that's fucking Guns N' Roses. Wait, was he Guns N' Roses? Was he Guns N' Roses?
Were you singing that? Flash, yes.
Yeah, holy crap. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So I guess,
dude, the comments are gonna slay you, Vic.
We're not talking about Carrie King tonight.
I would lay them down.
So, for Owen, it's Alice, and me, it's Terminator.
Yeah. And if you watch the video that I just posted a few minutes ago, I basically said that maybe...
That American Werewolf in London shirt.
Yes. Perhaps we're going to be feeding someone's Frankenstein after all, but that's just speculation for another time.
Kool-Aid Man Maze. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, Mr. Kool-Aid Man, you broke the wall. You got drunk in The Walking Dead and you broke the wall.
That's Angel. Break stuff.
Okay, we got another confirmation.
Oh, God.
At Erica Bell 8 says, are there any creative partners you've always wanted to working with you for this year's event? Murdy says, as a matter of fact, there is someone I'm working with that I've always wanted to work with. My idea about Guillermo del Toro and the Terror Tram or Crimson Peak, I think that that's a possibility.
I think that's it. He's always...
No, I think it's
every year.
I think it's something else.
Or we're getting Trick or Treat. I'm just kidding.
Next year.
I'm just kidding.
No, I think we're getting Matthew Donnery.
I would scream Bloody Murder if Trick or Treat was just Hollywood.
Oh my
Dude,
god, that would
I would
suck.
rip my hair out and I would cry on the floor.
I'll say this. It can go 2 ways. It can go Crimson Peak.
Yep.
Or
Trick
it
or
can go... No.
I swear I will punch you in the face.
Vic will fight you for real.
I will fight you, Tristan. And then
Dude, I'll fight you, bro. Come on.
Don't want to start that again, okay?
Yeah, you're right.
So it's going to be either Del Toro or it's going to be Donnery with Krampus.
Makes sense.
It's Del Toro.
I think it's Del Toro.
That's the one.
It's the promotion right now.
That's the one consistent person he's always mentioned year after year.
Oh, hell yeah. That's been the one person.
It's Del Toro.
So Crimson Peak in a soundstage or The Strain in the Terror Tram?
I've heard Crimson Peak is really great, so...
It looks amazing.
One of the best movies.
I ain't even mad.
No, honestly, I heard Crimson Peak is really good, and it looks really cool, and it looks, it's totally Del Toro, like, freaking written all over it, so
The
obviously.
house is massive. If you watch the trailer, the house is massive. You'd have to put it in a soundstage in Hollywood.
Nah,
And here's
dude,
the thing.
they'll just put it in a tent.
You know they could do that now.
It'll look like freaking cardboard, dude. It'll look like almost like the Dracula facade.
Oh, God.
Giant butthole.
Yeah.
Was it obvious to figure out who was the Dracula in Hollywood? Because it certainly wasn't in Orlando.
There was no Dracula.
They're gonna have a versus.
All I
match
saw
this
was like
year.
a bunch of guys with beards and long hair, dude.
Hollywood's butthole versus Orlando's handrail.
And Neil's going to be the referee?
I do have a personal question. If Del Toro is doing a Crimson Peak house, do you think this will be exclusive for Hollywood?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For sure now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive. Which would suck because original speculation for both coasts this year was Crimson Peak was coming.
I think that's next year for Del Toro and the String for Orlando.
Maybe.
I don't really see the string. I don't.
Happening at all.
I've never even seen the strain, and honestly,
Yeah.
it looks kind of boring.
I'm with Aaron. I don't think the strain is gonna happen.
What
Dude,
about
the
the
strain
Terror
looks
Tram?
boring, dude.
The one I see
The premise is interesting.
aside from Walking Dead is Penny Dreadful.
Well, see, Penny Dreadful, I think would be really cool.
It'll happen eventually.
That show is so. Mike Aiello is a huge fan of that show, and he
Yeah,
actually
he is.
said on a podcast that it's on their list.
Oh, it'll happen in the next 3 years, mark my words.
Just-
No, I just think it needs to just get a little bit more exposure, just a little bit.
You want to know which other show, Vic?
Oh god.
But
Seriously, you came up with like the most amazing.
oh yes, the X-Files, dude.
You're not the only one that mentioned the X-Files, though.
We need
Orlando
the-
Informer did.
Well, my Terror Tram idea was amazing.
Dude,
Go
we
ahead.
had like the best idea for the Terror. Oh my god.
Maybe.
Tell
Alfred
everyone,
Hitchcock.
Vic.
I was just curious, what do you guys think about Alfred Hitchcock? Do you think it will ever happen?
Yeah.
or what?
Yes,
I will-
guaranteed.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
This is probably a good sign because of Scream and Halloween.
They're gonna get real birds in the house, and they're gonna peck at people.
Right now,
Shit all over.
Hashtag lawsuit.
they do mention about like hooking each other up, kind of like the temporarily thing each year.
Wait,
Mhm.
what?
Like John and Mike both
Oh yeah.
share.
Wait.
like,
What's the other question, Murdy? Something? Let me refresh it.
It was for working with Mike Aiello.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, how do you and Mike Aiello from Orlando decide what goes to
one
Cali
part
and what goes
I
to Florida as far as
What's
they
interesting is sometimes we link up on a specific property, sometimes we hook each other up.
You
Dude,
know,
Halloween is for sure coming to Hollywood. I'm telling you, it's coming.
guaranteed.
I have some doubts.
Really?
There are some little background whispers that are saying it might not happen.
Dude, I'm about to slack. I'm about to freaking
Honestly,
slap the
could
crap
you
out of
guys
them.
see? Do you think they would actually let those three be in the same commercial together too?
Yes, but they're not going to
I
be
would-
right next to each other.
No,
Okay,
okay.
because they would bitch. They'd be like, people are gonna think they're gonna fight each other now.
That's a giant lawsuit waiting to happen. We all know how Hollywood is with that
Dude, we
stuff.
just know how California is, man.
Oh my god.
The San Fernando Valley.
Oh, speaking of that, if the rumor of the Persian courtyard isn't going to be used for this year,
Dude, okay.
Hopefully,
Wait, hear me out. If that's the rumor going on, what the hell is going to be in the upper lot? Where are all the house venues going to go?
show.
Screw the show.
Well, they could put it in either in the Castle Theater, like they did pre-Murdy.
The only thing I'm having a problem with the Castle Theater, and I've mentioned this to Owen before as well, the Igor Awards. I understand they can move the Igor Awards over to the Globe Theater. Get
Do
it.
you think the Globe Theater would work then? Because they didn't use the Globe Theater last year.
I know, and I know it's been, a lot of people want a venue to be in the Globe Theater, and I think it would be really cool to put it in the Globe Theater, but I don't know where they would put the queue space. That's the only problem.
That's what's more worrisome.
There's still some. I don't know.
Like,
you know where the queue space was for
Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper Goes to Hell?
Yeah, I mean, they could utilize that. I mean, I could totally see that, but I mean, that's a hell of a far freaking queue.
And on top of all that, they'd have to close. No, that wouldn't work because they'd have to close Despicable Me.
They don't need to close it. It's right next to Despicable Me. It's
yeah,
not
no, it's on
queue.
the other. It's on the other side of Despicable Me, on like the left side. If you're looking at the front facade, it's like towards the left.
Oh, I thought you were mentioning if they go around back.
Well,
No.
they could. Super silly.
Technically, yeah, you're right. They could.
They could, but I think it would be where
Alice Cooper was.
the cookie cutter facades end
Mm-hmm.
in that little opening. It's a backstage area for Despicable Me. I think that's where they would put it.
I mean, it makes sense, but I just don't know if the queue could handle the crowds. That's the only thing. Because if you really think about it, it's kind of a small queue.
They could always use
I mean, it's not a big queue at all, and you get people stacking in like crazy. It might screw it over. I honestly think the Persian Courtyard is going to be used. I have a feeling it will be used, and my speculation goes to this as of now. I think Insidious will be there, and I think if Halloween goes,
a hint for the Terror Tram.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's not what you think it is. Wink, wink.
You know the plot is thickened.
Oh, geez.
No, honestly, if you want to look at it from a real perspective, I think that a lot of people have mentioned that they think it's going to be The Walking Dead again, and that may be what Murdy's talking about.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think everybody's jumping the freaking the boat saying this is Walking Dead, and I don't. It's not The Walking Dead at this point.
But in a completely unrelated term, John Murdy is awesome and he needs to be respected.
No, yeah, he's also a troll.
No, but seriously though, I mean, it's going to be an interesting year in Hollywood because isn't there a rumor right now that there's a very good possibility you guys may be getting 8 mazes this year?
That's what I've been hearing, and that's where it comes in the idea of getting 2 sound stages this year and putting.
John about front lot sound stages, and he said no.
I mean, still though, I do think I don't know.
8 mazes is a good possibility, especially if they use the CSI sound stages.
I asked that. He said no.
Yeah, but he's a troll, dude.
He's not gonna flat out tell you.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, here's the thing with Murdy. Like, even though he says no, he could be lying just because you answered a question that he's just like crap, you know.
To be fair, they could bring down those sound stages. It won't be the CSI sound stages anymore. It would just be a flat level of space.
True, and that's Murdy's like, no, we won't be using that because it'll be different.
I mean,
roll it again.
Nanny poo poo.
Until like 3 weeks before it
Nice rolling, John.
Because I mean, Aaron, you remember when we got our first soundstage, like people were asking Murdy like, when are we ever gonna get a soundstage? And he wasn't really like. He'd always be like kind of on the fence. I don't know when we're gonna get it, you know. And it was the year, obviously, when we got Black Sabbath in the soundstage. And that's why I'm saying with people asking, are we gonna get another soundstage? I think he's trying to avoid the actual question itself.
I think it also has to do with the fact that I think a lot of people are looking towards that area for the lower lot expanding.
Right.
And if he says that, yes, we're going to use these sound stages, then obviously they're going to expand the lower lot.
Right.
That area.
I mean, so that's why I'm saying.
Say anything.
Right.
Hey, John troll again.
What did you say this time?
Question. Actually, I'm not sure this is the question.
I like turtles.
And I was it was like I'm saying, make a Misfits maze.
Oh, that's a great answer, by the way. He will not. He will do that under one condition: the original lineup has to get back together and either makes an album or tours.
Which, yeah. All
Good
right.
luck with that.
Yep.
That's never gonna happen.
Right?
I love that band too, and that's never gonna happen.
I hate the Misfits. I'm just kidding.
Oh
You know
my
what?
god! How big is CSI as a soundstage?
It's
Aaron?
actually pretty big. I mean, it's
If
decent.
you take them down, I think that's about 2 acres of land.
Mm.
Pretty
It's definitely bigger than 74/7.
That's a new one.
747. I know. I can't speak tonight.
Would it be big? Would it hold the biggest maze of the year if it does end up getting used, or would you put 2 in there at the same time?
In terms of size, you can fit 2 transformer buildings in
Yeah.
there.
Technically, you can actually do, like, you can put a good amount of the queue line in that soundstage and it wouldn't necessarily be a problem.
Because honestly, the House of Horrors venue being, obviously demolished, somebody asked Murray this question, like, will we be getting 7 mazes this year? And he says there won't be any less than 7. The only problem is if we get 8, where are the other 2 venues going to be? Because I can't picture even where the 7th maze venue would be.
And if the Persian Courtyard's going,
And if that's a rumor of the Persian Courtyard going, then we have 3 spots that need to be filled. And realistically, you can't put all the houses down in the freaking back lot. I mean, I'm sure you could, but you know how freaking crazy it would be to be down there?
Oh my god.
And the upper lot would just feel so dry, and it would just feel like
I think the problem, too, is that with the bulk of Universal's expansion happening in the upper lot, Parisian Courtyard kind of serves as this flex space for Brews Lab Cafe, Super Silly Bowl Mills
Right.
Diner, Plaza.
No, I totally understand it, and I understand the whole concept of that. And
I've said this from day one, within the next year or 2, we may actually see all the upper lot scare zones go.
I
I think.
don't see them leaving. I think just that having a maze in Parisian Courtyard, that's valuable space.
I mean, essentially, hear me out, though. If they take away the whole upper lot, like there's no scare zones or anything up there, you might as well just close the whole upper lot off, And maybe... No, that wouldn't work. Never mind. I was going to say, have us enter through a different location, but where's the
Honestly,
location?
I think the only way they can really keep people in the upper lot is, one, have a bunch of shows up there.
And have all the rides open.
I think something else that would garner interest
Bill and Ted.
would be,
Oh, yeah, I got a few night, guys.
not in terms of shows, just kind of, maybe do a Halloween over. The upper lot. The upper lot, for the most part, has a bunch of different lands now. Basically, it's like a small Disneyland.
True.
Yeah, we lost Alex.
Yeah, Alex said he had to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he kind of said it in a frantic way. He's like, I gotta go, and then just left. I was like, okay, dude, peace. I didn't even say bye, man. Laters, dude.
Well, here's the question I have for you guys. Obviously, I have yet to really do serious homework on Hollywood. I'm starting to really slowly get into it. But
Right.
Is there a chance to do 4 on the upper, 4 on the lower?
4 in the upper lot, and then 4 down in the lower lot.
Yeah, split it up like that, so that's not overwhelming in one location and not in the other.
The only thing is I don't think we could put 4 down in the lower lot. I mean, essentially, if once Potter opens, maybe, because Transformers is the main attraction at Universal Hollywood right now.
Okay.
And you can't really utilize that overflow venue or queue at all. Seriously, because you just can't. And once Potter opens, I think maybe we'll be able to utilize that. But at the moment, I only think we'll be able to get 2 houses down there, being the Mummy and being the Jurassic Park.
So that means that in essence you would have possibly 6 in the upper and 2 in the lower?
I mean, maybe.
Honestly, I say Mummy, Jurassic Park's extended queue, stage 28.
True. I mean, I didn't think about that. All the lower lot sound stages. I did not think about that.
I think if there's any plot of space that they're gonna put the seventh maze in, it would be stage 28, because right now it's a staging area for Harry Potter.
Right, and then once Potter like lightens up a little bit, then you can just use that venue. I mean, it makes sense.
Big plot of land that they can put a maze in. I think the only problem is that you have 3 mazes and the 3 most popular rides in the same location.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure it all out because, I mean, I'm just kind of confused. I've been confused about it for a while now because, okay, Aaron, Alex, Alex freaking messaged me, or I don't know if he messaged the group.
Yeah,
or whatever.
it's on Twitter, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, I was like, I don't know if he messaged me or the group, but either way. But I've just been, like, just confused on where the venues are going to be. I mean, obviously we know the JP's being used, no duh. And I can tell you right now the Mummy will be used, and the back lot will be used, 747, and the New York Metro sets are going to be used for sure. But with the closing of the House of Horrors and the rumor of Persian Courtyard not being used, I just don't know where the space can go. We just don't have the space in the park. We just really don't. And I mean, Murdy's confirmed, like I said, we're getting 7 mazes, if not more. And I just can't put my finger on where, unless we get more sound stages this year. If we get like 3 sound stages. I know.
I don't want to figure that out.
I mean, not unless we get like 3 freaking sound stages.
I think the CSI sound stages are where they're going to go.
And honestly, it makes sense to me. Because, with the closing of them and all that stuff, I mean, it makes sense.
Do you think you'll ever have a time you'll get rid of the Terror Tram and you'll put a house back there?
I mean, no, the Terror Tram is kind of like, honestly, here's the thing. With a view of the Terror Tram is kind of like, it's kind of the main thing of Hollywood. That's what, they've been doing it since 2006, and it's, I mean, at least when Murdy's there. I mean, even when the event even started off, they did the Terror Tram. And it's just been something that, it's just Hollywood's thing, and a lot of people look forward to it because it's the only time of the year you get to go and walk the sets, of the backlot. Like, on the Bates Motel and all those things, and I think it's so iconic, and I don't think they'll ever get rid of it, but I definitely would like to see maybe have the Terror Tram, and then, go through the Terror Tram, and then you can go through a house maybe back there.
I think that would be great for, like, a Shining situation if that would ever happen. Like, maybe go through the hedge maze at the end after you go through the house.
I mean, it would be really cool to, go through, a Terror Tram. They drop you off, and then you go through, and then you hit the queue for the house that's going to be over there. Essentially, though, I don't think that would ever be the case, but, I mean, it would be really cool.
Crowd flow.
That's the only thing. I mean,
I think what they will do this year is, because you know how Terror Tram is right next to Falls Lake, and on the other side of Falls Lake is Fast and Furious Supercharged.
Correct.
I think they're going to include Supercharged at the end of the Terror Tram. Kind of like what they did before when they took us through the Mummy's Tunnel.
True.
I honestly think they're going to do that. That's like 6 minutes of additional time.
I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know if this would be the year they do it. I mean, essentially, it makes sense because, Supercharged is just opening. I mean, it makes sense, but I just don't know how that would. I mean, I think the crowd control would make a huge, huge difference for sure. But it's a new attraction, and I don't know if they will open the new attraction due to, Horror Nights, and they want people to pay the normal prices to go see it during the day operations.
If anything, they'll just raise the price for Horror Nights.
That's true. I mean, if anything, that's exactly what they'll do.
Originally, I thought there would be some sort of express tram, like in 2010. The only problem is, where they had the express tram, a maze is there now.
Yeah.
Aaron,
yes.
What is your personal speculate? You and Tristan both. What is your speculation for Hollywood's pricing this year?
Well,
What was it last year?
Um,
completely forgot. It's
dude,
expensive, though.
it is extensive. I took screenshots and have them on my phone, hopefully, because I'm a thug. Man.
Yeah, you are.
Let's see if I didn't delete them, because I was like, I don't need them, dude. Ticket pricings from last year, don't need them.
They were
Alright.
83, 85 on peak nights.
Okay. General admission at front gate was $79. Front of the line was $159, and day and night combo was $119, and VIP experience was $249. So
it was around 85, right? With tax?
yeah, I mean plus tax, right? So I definitely think they may go up to 85, and then they're gonna cap out at $90.
I think it's gonna. Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna hit 90.
Uh-huh. And I definitely think front of the line's going to hit 200 per person.
Wow.
And I think VIP experience is going to hit 300 per person. And
That's crazy.
and with the day and night combo, I think it's going to hit about 150, 125-ish. That's what I think. Just due to the fact that, we have the park is opening so many new things. They just did Springfield. They're just opening up for supercharges coming up, and then they have Potter, which we know that's freaking crazy. And they're gonna do anything they can to make that money. So they're gonna jack the prices up.
I don't think they're gonna have Potter open though for Horror Nights. I don't think they would risk that.
No. They definitely won't. But I'm just saying. That's hint to why they took away the premium pass and all these things, because they want the money, If you think about it, paying for parking, that's an extra $20 per car, and, it just all depends on how many cars show up.
Dude, that sucks so much.
So,
every time I go, my heart
I
breaks.
know.
You guys, give me
Dude. How do you think it's going to be for construction this year, dude? I filmed like freaking 27 construction videos last year, and now I'm only going to be able to do 5. Dude, I'm so pissed. I'm so mad. I'm not going to pay $20 for parking.
I might go next Saturday.
Dude.
Just to see Supercharged, but
I'm gonna be working. I'm so sad.
Well, honestly, I think I'm just gonna wait out till the end of the summer because that's when most of the interesting construction happens.
Yeah.
Kind of like late July, because that's when they start forming the facades.
I can hit up. I mean, if you want to do a supercharge, if you're down to meet up at the studios. I mean, I work Monday through Friday, so I could probably do a Saturday if you're down.
Sorry, I'm lagging like a coon. What did you say?
Oh my god! I was saying I work Monday through Friday, so I wouldn't be able to hit supercharge until Saturday. If you're down, we can meet up.
Next Saturday?
Next Saturday, yeah.
Have you signed up for the annual pass preview?
No, I didn't, but I'm gonna do that right now. Because I knew they did it, but I was too lazy, and I didn't think anybody was gonna show up, anybody that I knew. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm not gonna be the only square over here, yeah. So now that, yeah, cool. All right, I'll let you know if I'm gonna show up or not.
That's interesting.
It's like
What?
you let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know the day of. Hey, dude, I'm not showing up. You're there. Hey, where are you? Sorry, dude, I can't show up.
I was gonna show up for Supercharged.
We're family.
I was gonna show up for Supercharged, and then I was gonna do a small construction video.
That'd be cool.
Since stuff is actually happening now, thank God.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, that's a very, very interesting question that was just poised to John Murdy on Twitter.
What happened? Because I'm confused.
We are talking about the 80s movie that was hinted at in, I believe it was Name Game 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
The 80s movie in question is a John Hughes film.
For what code? What? I'm so confused.
Name Game.
Really?
It is a John Hughes film. The answer is why. Yes, it is. How did you know?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I need to start looking into other memes now.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Who knows? So yes, that's if anybody was looking at trying to decipher name game, it was talking about a specific movie from the 1980s that was a teen comedy. It is a John Hughes movie.
But it still can connect. You never know, man.
Yeah.
So it's a teen comedy?
That's what it says.
Vic, you're a teen comedy, right?
I mean, okay,
Stifler's mom.
the third hint. The third hint is the name of a significant other of a character in a famous teen comedy. This comedy is from the 1980s, and this character in question is a main character in the film.
My goodness, that could be any of his movies.
Jeez.
But it has to be from the 80s, and he does not have very many. Well, he has a few from the 80s, so
Well, that breaks
Four.
it down.
yeah.
There's like 4 teen comedies from the 80s.
Oh, goody, we're gonna have some fun now. I'll do that later.
I know. Freaking me and Owen both go, oh, great.
Well, it's funny, Aaron, because you did mention that if you are correct, then if things don't work out, then there's no way it could be Halloween because then it's not coming.
Right. Unless it's Murdy's not giving it a code name.
It's possible.
True.
Have to look into it both ways.
Because honestly, I can't. Halloween. The people were so pissed that it went to Orlando, right?
Mhm.
So many people were pissed off, and
We can have it too, bitch.
yeah, and a lot of people wanting to come back to Hollywood.
great.
And I think this year would be the year to bring it back, since it was a huge success in Orlando,
Yeah.
and it was a huge success in Hollywood. And Murdy, I think this year is definitely going to be like a greatest hits type thing. I think they're definitely going to bring back a lot of the properties that fans have been wanting to see, such as horror icons, Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers. You know, and of course, you know, some other cool things. Like I said, you know, a lot of people want Alice Cooper back. Could we be seeing, you know, Alice Cooper back? You know, there's a lot of options to lean to, but if this name game does not connect off this hint to Halloween, then we need to start looking at different connections.
Well, the connection I had was for the only John Hughes movie that I have the connection to is The Breakfast Club, and that is Ali Sheedy's character, Allison.
Okay.
That's it.
Wow, that was fast.
Woo! Maybe that's a red herring, though. That's a possibility, too.
I mean, yeah, it's the whole thing. You know, you never know.
Yeah, we'll look into it.
Yeah, definitely.
I got a whole weekend to look at stuff like that.
Right? Okay, what's another one?
So, real quick,
What the freak?
that was bizarre.
I know.
It's okay.
Vic, what's the one thing you want to come to Hollywood this year that's not mentioned yet?
To Hollywood?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I
swear
won't
to
be
God,
going
if you
to
say
it.
Valentine.
If I say what?
My Bloody Valentine.
Oh yeah, I want the second house for that. If Murdy's listening, they need that special smell again.
God damn it. Screw that smell. That
Dude,
smell
this-
got so bad it started bleeding out of the maze and into the queue line.
Sniff it.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, the Texas Chainsaw 2012 was pretty bad, dude.
Oh my God.
That was pretty bad, dude. Okay, speaking of that, it was so funny because at Monster Palooza, Murdy was talking about. Shut up, dog! Holy crap!
That's a loud dog.
Dude,
Oh,
the
dude.
dog knows. He
Dude,
knows
yeah,
what it
dude.
is.
So what was funny is he was saying that they jacked the scent cannon like to fully max, and he said the whole event they didn't even turn it on because the smell was that bad and just stood there. And he said the smell like still on those walls now. It's super funny.
Hey, Vic.
Hey.
When they did over at IOA, when they had the Maze and the Thunder Falls Terrace, when they did like Psychoscarapy there,
Yeah.
didn't the smell like go into up into the restaurant and
It
make?
went up into the restaurant, and the food sales were up that year.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I was gonna ask
Because apparently the smell of crap makes people hungry for some reason.
They want turkey legs and they want them now.
Is
I
that
didn't know
dinosaur
Orlando
crap?
did scents. I didn't know that. Are they really like really scent heavy like Hollywood is? Because like pretty much every maze you go into, it's like freaking scent heavy.
No. Okay,
Hollywood is like crazy.
Evil Dead. We're supposed to have like a smell of like the dead animals when you're walking down there, and you're supposed to smell that. I can be totally honest with you guys. I never smelled it once. Walking Dead, Fall of Atlanta. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Like when I go to Horror Nights, was it Silent Hill or no? It was House of a Thousand Corpses. It had like this like chicken smell, but at the same time it had like a rotting meat smell. And I went in there, and me and my friends are going through, and then once we went out, they're all saying like, "Oh, I smelled like chicken or something like that," and like rotting meat. And I was like, "No, I didn't smell anything." And so now it's kind of like an ongoing joke that I'm a dirty bastard that I didn't smell it.
Well, the Fall of Atlanta was supposed to had a distinct odor of dead, decaying bodies, and to me it smelled like the chicken strip stand that was right outside.
It did.
It really did.
It smelled like food. It did not smell like rotting bodies.
Where you're like,
Some lady was in there like, I need some chicken now.
Waiting in line for Dracula Untold for whatever reason.
Oh, God.
That house is the reason why I did not get to see Bill and Ted on preview night.
That show. Oh, God. That house was. Okay, I'm not even going to start on that house.
But here's the thing, your guys' sets look freaking awesome.
It looks nice.
At least it looked nice.
Yeah,
Ours
I
was
mean,
black walls and like a random TV that was displaying flames.
Yeah, with the guy I had the guy dancing in some kind of night outfit, and then some lady was screaming at us, and I don't know what the hell she was doing. And then Dracula pokes out, he looks like part of a mariachi band. I'm like, what is this?
I wish I would have known who was a Dracula there, because I needed a map so I could figure out what was a Dracula and what wasn't in that maze.
I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, okay, so we have to go up a ramp and a handrail in order to get to Dracula's castle. Okay.
With the pounding gothic music playing while you're walking up the handrail.
There was way too much space in that house too.
Oh yeah, it was ridiculous.
Oh my God, it was like. Dude,
I like how you guys complain about space and Hollywood's like, dude, I feel like a freaking sardine, dude. You can't even move.
Dude, I'm not kidding.
It's so crammed in Hollywood.
Literally,
dude.
you could push like 5 wheelchairs through that house. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah.
Dude, the Orlando guys have it easy, man.
You'll find out soon enough, sir.
Yeah, no, I will. I'm gonna get like freaking addicted, dude. I'm serious. I know it. I'm gonna come back to Hollywood and like, I don't like Hollywood.
You're already cutting promos on Hollywood. You haven't stepped foot in Orlando yet.
Dude, I know. I'm like, I don't like Hollywood. I'm gonna move to Orlando.
Oh, I'm definitely coming with them.
All right.
Tristan, what do you want to see in Hollywood this year that's not been speculated?
Oh God. Honestly, since it's not really been speculated. I mean, maybe it has, but I don't give a crap. I'm gonna say it anyways. I honestly want to see like an alien house because honestly, seeing the Alien Queen being utilized in AVP last year.
Oh, you lucky.
Dude,
Wasn't as full sense.
me though, I just like.
What the fuck?
That was bizarre.
Oh, God damn it, Kane.
What happened?
Kane needs to stop, dude. What the hell?
What the hell's going on?
Steve Buscemi is the Hulk. Stop, dude.
Dude, this photo is the best. Oh my God.
I'm so confused.
Alright, no, sorry about that. Go ahead, Tristan.
No, you're good, but I'm so confused.
No,
you guys
it's
just started
nothing, let's
laughing
go.
like randomly, and I just was like, what the hell? Did I say something? I'm like, what did I do? So yeah, I definitely the Alien Queen being utilized in that. I think it'd be really cool to see it utilized in like an alien house. It'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
But essentially, if Alien happens, it'd definitely be a shared. I can't imagine it not being a shared. But
Yeah.
I don't think Alien will ever be done because they already did it technically. You know, they did AVP, and that was the whole point why they did AVP because everybody wants Predator and everybody wanted Alien. So there you go.
You mean Aliens featuring Predator? I believe you coined that term, Vic.
I did. That house was aliens.
Yeah, it
Dude,
was.
see that? But the funny thing is, that's what I was picturing Hollywood to be like. I was going in and I was like, yeah, man, this is gonna be. And then I looked and I was like,
Dude,
honestly,
the Marines were even the ones from Alien. I mean, they even had the scene with Bill Paxton's character getting pulled into the floor.
dude, see, Florida's just look better compared to Hollywood's for sure. Like, absolutely.
Except for the ending if you can't crouch.
Well, yeah.
Here, walk around this black curtain, and that's how the end of that's the end of the house.
Really? So, like, okay, so what happens if you don't crouch? You just have to go through a black curtain and then it's over?
You basically walk around, and it's pretty much a black curtain, and then that's the end of the maze. There's nothing
How
else.
fun. What happens if you do crouch? What do you get? Like an extra scene? An extra room?
You get a xenomorph which pops in your face.
That's pretty good.
What's going on, guys?
Oh my
No,
god.
I want to know. I'm so confused.
Tristan, it's that HNU Steez. We're just not cool enough.
Oh, yeah, I guess not.
Trust me, you guys don't want to know. Trust me.
you guys.
I don't know. I think me and Owen kind of actually do want to know.
You guys would block us if you knew. If you saw what we shared.
Dude, I want to block you right now, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Tristan's about to rage quit.
Dude, I am, dude. I'm done, man. I'll go pop my
I
corner.
think our EVP maze was good until you leave the spaceship. That's when it falls apart. That giant black room with like tree trunks on every corner. I was
Oh
like,
my
this is-
goodness.
this is
Okay, but
supposed to be
I
a
like
forest.
how they tried to like show like the Predator, right? And honestly, the Predator just looked like garbage in Hollywood. It did not look good at all. I didn't like it at all.
They used the exact same molds from the film.
Dude, it looked like poop.
No. Alien was better.
I think yeah,
I think the problem is that they used the Predator from the first AVP movie, and he kind of has like this bland look to him.
yeah. Bland.
They should have given him the big wrist blades and he's just poking people in the face as they walk by.
I like it when
The problem with Hollywood is that the Predator was very generic, but the aliens were amazing. Jesus Christ!
No, the aliens were great for sure.
I love how they had like the saliva hanging off the mouth.
Oh, Owen, did you touch one of those puppets in Orlando?
yes, I did.
Dude, when the maze
I've got pictures.
Yeah, it was just jumped like freaking 5 feet.
when I was walking through the maze, dude, I couldn't help but pat it on the head. I'm like, good doggy.
Nice puppy. You're gonna take a selfie now.
Oh man, I love those puppets so much I wanted one.
You can always just take one, dude. Just steal it. I'm like, hey, I'm a scare actor going home, dude.
Yeah, tell me how the food tastes in jail.
Just as long as I get to share it with my puppet.
Does Hollywood have the issues Orlando does with people stealing stuff from the mazes?
Wait, say again. My dog is freaking so loud it just blew my eardrum off.
Because he agrees with the alien puppet. Or she.
Yeah, she.
Well, okay, in Hollywood, is it the same it is in Orlando, where basically people like to take stuff?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. I mean, everyone go. Oh yeah.
I have so many stories. So many stories.
What are you barking at? Gosh.
I think this. Go ahead.
You're like ADD, dude. Get out of here.
Dude, you talk like crap.
Hey Vic.
Yeah.
Hey Vic, the worst one has to be when they took the licker's tongue out in Resident Evil.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, they ripped
Oh,
it
yeah.
off.
they ripped it right off, and they never
No.
replaced it.
Dude, what about House of Thousand Corpses when they were stealing all the tentacle things?
Well, people were taking the tentacles because they were actually from the movie.
Oh my god.
So people
That
were
was like-
taking all those.
And in 2009, in the Silver Screams house, they had the movie posters before you went into a certain scene, and people were ripping the posters off the thing. They were ripping like
Oh my
chunks
God.
of it off.
Dude, what about the saw pigs? Dude, people were ripping the legs off the saw pigs. I'm serious, they did.
Man, why do people want to do that? I don't understand.
Or that one person in
California, dude. That's their like motto, dude. They just like steal stuff.
The
Dude, don't
ticket.
you want that mannequin art?
What?
My back's itchy.
Okay, what?
The
All I
ticket-
heard was my back is itchy.
No, with the mannequin arm, you're like, my back's itchy. I need a scratcher. I'll just steal this arm.
Okay, Tristan, you know this because you've been in the maze. Alice Cooper
What?
comes out of the wall.
Wait.
Am I lying?
Say again, dude. You just lagged your freaking balls off.
Alice Cooper.
Alice
Stop.
Cooper. It was
And
dark.
then he comes out of the wall.
That's all I understood.
Okay. So, all right, go on now.
Am I still lagging? I'm
No, you're
assuming
good.
I am.
No, you're good.
No, you're fine now.
What
Jesus.
the hell is that? You have like Linda Blair in your house right now?
It's that dog from the picture that was sent to the chat the other day.
Dude, my house is like on fire tonight. All right, go on, Aaron. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I can hear you now. Yay. I'm not crazy.
Hey, you just made a cameo in the video.
Sweet.
All right, so what's up, Aaron?
What is that?
You know that spider scene in the first Alice Cooper maze?
Yes.
You know how it was like a mannequin with a bunch of like, it was a mannequin with like 4 arms on each side.
Right.
People ripped those mannequin arms off.
Oh,
God.
what did they do with it? How did they even take that off?
I remember I was going through that maze and my friend in front of me stumbles over something and then I see him pick something up and once we get out of the maze, he's holding a mannequin arm. And he's like, what do I do with this? So I just gave it to the security guard.
Dude, I would have walked around and like touched people on the shoulder and then like put it away. Like, what the freak?
You know,
Those are people in the line queues, dude.
do they not notice people walking out with props?
Well, now, dude, they're like the houses are like so freaking secured, dude. Like you're on camera like everywhere. So like you just like mess with something, you're like, hey you punk ass bitch, get over here.
Like that?
Oh, literally, they do, dude. But I'm good, man. I don't mess with those peoples.
Or you get the bros to go through it and they decide they want to start hitting
The only
things
time I was
randomly.
upset, man, was the closing of the House of Horrors. I was trying to rip something off, dude. I was like, I want to keep a souvenir. But I couldn't. Everything's like super glued and nailed. I couldn't get it.
Like
just
the
slaps you.
tickets to the Halloween show for Penn and Teller in New Las Vegas.
What are you guys doing in this room?
Jeez, man. I didn't do anything. Go ask the freaking other guy. God.
There's going to be a beating in the future.
Dude, it wasn't me, man. It wasn't me.
You just gotta hit
Jesus,
this.
Jesus, I'm just kidding. Alright, so what were you saying, Owen?
I said there's going to be a beating in the future.
Oh. I guess.
I don't know, his bed's falling apart, but you're sneezing.
You guys are so loud and it's like freaking epic. I can't wait to watch this over and just like, yeah, dude.
Aaron, what's your thoughts for something to come to Hollywood this year?
Mom, you're sneezing.
This year?
Yeah.
I have 3.
I'll be back. Hold on.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Harold.
Shut up.
It's gonna wash your.
Go ahead, you have 3.
And these are from stuff I've heard, and they sound cool, so I want them to happen.
Okay.
One is Michael Jackson tied with classic monsters.
That would be amazing.
I would love the daylights out of that.
This is one of the really early rumors I heard. I don't think it's true, but I'd love it like crazy. Another one would be Terror Tram, but with Ghostbusters. Using projection map.
Shit. Okay, I'm back.
That would be super awesome.
I would scream.
Oh, jeez.
Been established already. Hollywood hater.
What was the question?
Is Vic a hater or not?
Oh, dude, Vic fight. Vic is a hater, dude.
Tristan, I will slap the shit out of you.
Come out, bruh. You won't be in Orlando, so you can't do it.
I'm in that East Coast, brah.
Oh shit!
I can tell Kane to hit you for me.
Oh shit!
Kane will accost you inside the house.
All right.
I'm kidding.
So
I'm
Vic,
kidding.
what's going to happen is we're going to walk through the house that Kane's in this year, and all of a sudden Tristan's going to get pulled into a boo hole, and everyone's going to wonder why.
Like, what happened to Tristan? Oh shit! I don't know.
The shit out of Tristan.
Hey James, turn your head.
Dude, that'll be a great souvenir. Take that home.
Canes are bound.
That's the wrong Kane.
Oh.
Corporate
Cool.
Kane over here.
Yeah, that's right. Backyarder looks like a deadbeat dad.
Oh man. But wait, Kane might be playing, like what Angel said, Kane might be playing that hot teenager guy in Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh my god.
I had to throw that Angel.
I heard about that. That's freaking stupid.
I had to turn off my microphone. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. Like we always joke around with Angel, but he did this on himself. He didn't do anything.
It seems like that happens a lot from what I keep hearing.
Dude, you don't even know.
You're right, I don't.
You don't want to know what goes on in chat.
Oh man.
If you know what 4chan is, just picture that.
Oh god. 4chan.
Oh, that's not good.
So,
Speaking of which, do you guys want to see that photo?
yes. Should I like freaking cleanse my eyeballs with holy water after I freaking see this?
Wait, what photo was it?
Yeah, I'm confused.
I posted a few days ago for the website.
Let's see.
No.
Let's see. You guys can't laugh and then go, you want to see, and go, now send it. I want to see.
And then he just disappears, and we never see.
I know.
Oh my god.
You guys are gonna have to use holy water on your eyes after.
Dude, that's what I said, dude. Should I just cleanse my eyeballs?
Oh, you're gonna fucking tweet it,
Here's
dude.
the photo on Twitter.
Okay, all I have to do
Jesus.
is just see it without making it bigger, and I'm not going any
Dude,
further.
I fell for it. I zoomed in. I'm like, oh god. I'm not dealing with that.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am not down with seeing a man's junk. So,
Oh my god.
Do you guys know who that is?
Let me.
Oh,
I'm
and
afraid
you know
to
who
zoom
that
in,
is?
dude.
I saw the name.
Oh, good night, Mom.
It's not a photoshopped photo, which is the best part.
Wait, it's not photoshopped.
Photoshopped. It's
Judging by what you guys have said over the various HNU podcasts, I'm not one bit surprised.
Oh,
Most likely to touch you.
Oh god. It's like one of those things. It's like you see what it possibly is, and then if you make it bigger, it's gonna get worse. So you don't make it bigger.
Dude, I fell for it and I made it bigger and I was like, oh god.
The best part is Canes is so serious, and then
Oh my god.
I'm Kane, and I'm gonna be your congressman. My name's Neil, and here's my junk.
Oh jeez.
mine though. My Will Smith. That
What?
was really funny.
Kane looking like he's in Borderlands.
I like Borderlands.
Where is this located exactly?
I know. Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I just don't look.
Good night.
But sometimes it's good to look.
No.
Hey, somebody was saying the cover photo for like Horror Nights. They were saying it kind of looks like the 2012 website.
Oh yeah.
It kind of, and then they posted a picture of it, and I'm kind of looking at it, and it actually does kind of have the same kind of feel of
You
it.
think it will look like that, and they'll have like those different areas of it will be clickable?
I hope so, because it would be really cool.
Love these websites.
Like that
Yeah,
barbed
because-
wire
They were actually really cool.
and that window that's gonna be the human centipede.
It's left. That barbed wire is literally left over from Silent Hill from that picture.
But it doesn't it have like the Silent Hill like feel to it,
Execution. It
though.
looks like the Executioner from the hell's the name of that game? Oh
But
my
the
God.
other thing, you guys see like that hint of blue under like the window? I thought that could represent Insidious for some
We have
reason.
Smurfs.
I don't know.
That's if you watch the movie, you'll understand how true that could be.
That would
Like-
actually be terrifying, like giant humanoid Smurfs.
Oh my god.
Neil Patrick Harris is there too.
But like, if you look at the picture, there's like a bloody handprint on the wall
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
Reminds me of a movie that hasn't actually come out yet. I can't say what it is.
I'm so confused.
Well, it's funny because that handprint, not exactly that one, but that handprint looks a whole lot like what picture you're getting on Singapore's site.
Oh yeah, huh? Dude, Singapore.
I want to say that barbed wire
Wait,
that Evil was in.
is Singapore's website even up yet?
Yeah.
The teaser
I didn't
is.
even know, dude. I haven't even watched it. I'm about to watch it right now.
You watched their website?
Yeah, dude. Dude, they have like some creepy ass music going on, not gonna lie. Oh Jesus, what's going on with my screen? What's going on? I'm gonna click out of it because I feel like something's gonna pop out. I'm not dealing with that right now.
That website feels like one of those troll websites where you.
Yeah, it's a freaking troll website. I don't like it.
It's probably best not to like something like that because it's always
What
going to
is
end
this?
badly.
What is this? I got something from Twatter. What is it?
Oh God, what'd you
Gotta
do?
track my twat feel.
Aaron called.
Thought about it every night.
John's hat is awesome.
Dude, we always use that photo of John. He looks like a pimp there.
He does.
His smile. And then Vic's face is like cut off the end.
My name is Vic, and I'm Luke Harper.
That's my good side.
The Will Smith thing is gold, Aaron. It
We need
really
Jade-
is.
We need Jaden in there too.
Oh god.
I ruin movies.
I'm gonna go back to Singapore's website because I'm addicted now.
Their website, their stuff is pretty on point.
What am I looking at here?
I'd love to have some of Singapore's houses in Orlando and Hollywood.
Yeah. Drift.
Dude, I'll just do a trip and go to Singapore. Yeah? Alright.
And we can ride the Battlestar Galactica coaster if it breaks down again. Aaron, what the heck, dude? Will Smith.
Why is it Will Smith?
John's got that John Hammond hat on.
That is a pretty awesome picture of John, though.
Of Will Smith? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, well, the Will Smith picture is pretty on point, too.
His mixed teeth.
This is going to be wonderful for everyone that's currently listening because they're
Can see him
like,
in the
what's
dark."
going on?
It's okay.
I don't have a show notes page, guys. So, we've successfully talked about Hollywood tonight. Tried not to mention Orlando very much because we have a different podcast for that one. It's coming up as soon as they get some more announcements.
Cool.
I can assure you this will not be the last Hollywood podcast we do, and I can definitely assure you that this is not going to be the last time that both Aaron and Vic join the podcast. I've had a great
Better
time.
not be, dude. They better join more often.
Yes, we very much appreciate you being a part of the podcast tonight, both of you, HNU alum.
Jerks. What? Just kidding. Dude, when are you guys gonna do an HNU podcast, huh, punks?
I was hoping to do one next week, actually, after back from Universal.
Dude, catch me in the chat, dude. I'm gonna be trolling all day. It's my turn, Vic. It's my turn, alright?
Hey, I can talk, though, so I'll be pointing you out, boy.
Oh, boy.
Damn it.
And we will be doing
Dude, you won't even know, dude. I'm gonna come into like a different user.
We will be doing a Halloween. We will actually do a
You'll be
Universal.
wrestling.
I know, right?
We will do a Universal Parks podcast. Actually, we're gonna do a podcast for Universal Parks in general. We're gonna be talking about Orlando, Hollywood, Japan, and Singapore, and that's gonna be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. my time. Tristan will be a part of it along with Alex, and Mr. Entertainment, Aaron, will be joining us as well.
Aaron?
Oh, and if you guys would like to join, you're more than welcome to. It'd be cool to have two Aarons on the same podcast.
Slowing.
Oh, don't get.
Oh, God.
I need to witness this in person.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have a conversation off camera. What is Vic laughing at?
Aaron, did you see that picture I posted?
I'm just laughing because Aaron.
Look at that. Villager, dude.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, so is that pretty much everything? That wraps it up?
Oh, man.
That's what we've got. We got a Halloween Horror Nights Orlando podcast coming up in the near future, and we're going to be doing a Universal Parks podcast next Wednesday. And it sounds like James is going to be doing a podcast, and that's going to be in the month of July. Yeah, Jim. Jim's going to do a podcast in July.
Hope he's not down a well. Important.
I just laughed because he said his webcam is broken and then he webcammed him up 2 days later.
It's not as bad as me laughing the other day when Vic was talking about him being stuck in a tunnel.
I can be in a race car. Oh, yeah, dude, the tunnel.
I couldn't.
The audio was so bad. I was like, really? Dude, this was a bad podcast. It was bad.
Well, we had a podcast the other night that just didn't work, so it does not exist to anyone anymore. You will not be able to get in the archive. The only people that heard it were the people that listened to it live.
What the freak is that? What?
Oh, man.
So I got a feeling we're going to have a conversation off camera in a minute. So that being said, I want to thank you guys and girls out there for watching, for those of you watching live and for those of you in the archive. I also want to thank a shout-out to Aaron. That would be Mr. Entertainment for being in the chat.
We love you.
Aaron will be joining the Universal Popcast on Wednesday. And Vic, Aaron, if you guys would like to join, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Aaron,
Alright, if you
Dudes, I'm 3 behind HHN fanboy and subscribers. Oh, gosh. I'm going to beat him, dude. I'm going to beat him.
I'm still trying to get to 1,000. That's the goal right now, is 1,000.
You gonna beat him, Tristan? You gonna beat him?
So while you're at it, obviously follow the Horror Nights Updaters on Twitter, and follow Dr. Emmett Brown 1 on Twitter, and follow Aaron on Twitter. Aaron, give your Twitter handle out, please.
Sheppy the Volus. Only Mass Effect.
How do you spell that, bro?
Even Mass Effect, bro?
Dude. Do I even play?
Give your Twitter out.
Oh.
Dude.
SHEPPY.
Oh, God.
You down with OPP?
That's it.
Vic, give your Twitter out.
What is my Twitter? Hold on.
I didn't even know you had a Twitter, dude.
Tristan, You liked my Twitter. You're on my friends thing.
All on Friday, man. I'm like putting everyone over.
Dude, I'm so lost. I didn't know that was you. I'm gonna unfollow now. I'm just
Dude,
kidding.
mine's a picture with Sam from Trick or Treat, man.
Oh, that makes sense. I hope Trick or Treat
But yeah,
comes Hollywood, not in
mine's
Orlando.
Vic of the Dead.
Alrighty, you
Yeah,
can check.
Vic of the Dead.
And Tristan, of course, everyone should know by now, you being a regular guest on the podcast, but throw out your Twitter information.
Yeah, HHN fanboy I6 because I was 6 when I made this, so.
HHN
You were I6.
I was I6.
I was I6 when I made this.
I was I6. No, honestly, I was just being super lame and couldn't think of anything more original, so I just came up with it.
We finally get it on a podcast. It's like
Dude,
2 o'clock
don't
in the
do
morning.
that. I just had to, man.
So everybody on this call is like, now what? I'm trying to cut the outro.
No, stay.
It's Tristan. He made me laugh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I like the amiibo posted here.
The special side of Animal Crossing. I'll just say that.
Oh my god. And everybody on this call can be found on YouTube. We're all YouTube Halloween Horror Nights updaters. Obviously, Vic and Aaron are parts of the Horror Nights updaters, and Vic has his own channel, which he hasn't updated in a while.
Yeah.
But he will be soon. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry.
Aaron, are you going to be doing updates yourself this year?
Actually, yes, I will.
Maybe just construction videos.
Dude, Vic hasn't done a video in like 2 years, dude.
I got called on that the other day, today on
What are you
Facebook
talking
saying,
about, dude? I didn't make one in like a month.
someone actually asked me if is Vic going to do a video this year, and I was like, I think so.
All right, Victor, we need to know, is another cereal video coming?
Oh, God.
Yes!
You know what? I don't understand that. I make all these videos, and one of my top videos is me eating cereal.
Sip and snack is the real.
But it was the special monster cereal, so I think that's what brought people in.
I have a video of my mom getting her hair cut for Locks of Love.
That's awesome, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
And one of my most watched update videos was my American Werewolf in London one I did, where I ran around the pool and then I jumped in the shower and sang that song from the movie. Hey!
I'm gonna try. I don't know, like my most viewed one. I'm gonna find out right now.
Tristan eating a turkey leg.
Mine is actually Ariana Grande.
Oh, the taping
Yeah.
from Magic Kingdom, I think.
Yep.
Dude, honestly, my most watched update video would have been this year when I talked about Freddy vs. Jason. Before speculation even hit. I feel proud.
Update video was 24 when I was talking about the Freakout property.
Yeah. Everybody's curious. They're like, freak out property? What's the freak out property? Am I gonna freak out?
That's gonna be the name of the maze, Freak Out.
Freak out.
That's right.
It's gonna be doubled there.
Macho Man Randy Savage maze.
Oh,
Freak out, freak out, freak out.
you get a free Slim Jim in the maze, oh yeah.
I don't like Slim Jim.
Then I will crush you with my elbow drop.
Oh, just as long as it's not Damien Sandow.
My name is Bonesaw from Spider-Man.
Oh, ready.
Bonesaw!
The great thing is
Saw's ready.
Spider-Man was Christopher Daniels in that scene.
Oh God, he was.
Yeah, and that's awesome as all get out.
Bonesaw!
Oh crap! Now that you mention it, yes, it was. Holy shit.
I'm a Chris Daniels fan, so I would know this.
Oh, jeez.
Fallen Angel.
Yes. One half of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
The original, or the outside the box property is not Snow White. I would kill myself if it was.
Oh my god.
Think about that. Alright,
That would
anyways.
get Murdy fired after all.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you guys and girls out there for watching. I had a blast chatting with Tristan, Aaron, and Vic tonight, and Alex, who had to bomb out a little bit earlier, but he was very welcome on the podcast.
He had to get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Oh my gosh. Too soon, Vic. Too soon.
He's currently building the T-1000 puppets for Hollywood for use this year.
Oh god.
And I will neither confirm or deny if that is true or not. Now, thank you guys and girls out there for watching once more. And until Wednesday, boys and girls, that's all we got to say about that.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Aaron.